Hello and welcome back to another episode of Aviation Tutorial. I'm your host, Demon Ulysses, or Alpha Gamer on YouTube. And today we're going to be talking about gun jamming, convergence, and ammo conserving for your aircraft. And just to let you know, if you watch any of my latest tutorial episodes, there'll be a playlist of the footage on my channel. If you're experienced at the game or play this for quite a long time, please join us as we embark on teaching new players how to play the game and how to be comfortable with flying the aircraft in realism. So, let's begin with the episode, shall we, folks? What we're going to talk about is gun target distancing, and for gun target distancing, you got to take into consideration of what kind of an aircraft you're flying. If you're flying an aircraft that has armament on the wings, like the P-51, you gotta have your gun target distance at 500 meters. Okay. If you have an aircraft that has, like, let's say for example, the F-82, the P-39, the P-38, anything that has like um, armament at the front where the engine is, or right where the pilot sits, you have to take consideration that a little bit of targeting at certain angle or distance for your bullet to make a connection and get an easy kill. But just to let you know that if you have the distance at below 500 meters, you will not get a sufficient critical damage at all, meaning you have to go out very close, like where you're about to touch them or to ram them, to get your bullets to make the target and get a sufficient critical damage. If you set your distance at about maybe 700 meters, 800 meters, you have to go at a distance to make your shot count to get a critical damage. However, if you do it that way, the enemy will have time to evade your shot and make it harder. That is especially for the F-82, since you have your gun placed in the middle of the wing, you gotta make your shot beyond a little bit, maybe around um, 0.4 miles away a little bit, and you'll make that connection easier. That I'll show you in a bit of what's the F-82. Let's say, for example, the P-51 Mustang, it's the same way. So you gotta have that connection where the bullet intersects and it will have the enemy plane, have any critical damage or a pilot injured or a knockout or a kill. That will make it easier to get an aircraft destroyed and an earned kill. So that you need to understand fully of what you should do, and for any situation to avoid going below or beyond 500 meters at best. 600 meters okay, it's pretty much the same, just as long as you go in close quarters and dogfights. And yeah, also just keep in mind that if you are flying an aircraft that has low caliber, it doesn't mean you won't be able to not get a kill easier. Just because a 50 caliber doesn't mean it's insufficient for a 30 caliber like what I have right now. A 30 caliber is still at best if you have 500 meters, making a critical damage or pilot kill easier. That is the point of this distance. With the discovery of stealth rounds being used on the F-82, it's much better than using tracer round, because if you use tracer's round, it alerts the enemy that you're right on their ass, and it also takes away your vision a little bit because you don't know where the bullet's going and the enemy is going to evade. But however, if you have the stealth rounds on the F-82, it hides where the shot's going to the enemy, and it also gives you a leeway of where your shot's going to be going, and you can connect that shot at about 0.35 miles to 3, 4 miles, which is pretty good. Okay, we're going to talk about conserving your ammo and gun jam. If you are holding the trigger for firing your gun more than 2 to 3 seconds, don't do that. What you see for the cross where I'm aiming for the 190, that cross, that green cross, that is where you're aiming your gun. If you hold longer than 2 to 3 seconds, you'll see a red circle starting to build up, wrapping around that cross sign. What that means is your gun is overheating, and that overheating will leave your firearm being jammed. And having a jammed gun is very bad because you can't fire it for longer and defend yourself. So what you have to do is take your aircraft back to base to get that repaired. For, let's say, bombers, you won't get gun jams for the gunners, but you'll still get gun jam for, being attackers and such. So be wary about that. And firing at more than just a mile away will not help you at all for anything, for critical damage or kill, because, bullets, drops, and they dissipate over, I guess, travel in a way. So just keep that in mind if you are deciding to shoot. And for for conserving your ammo, just shoot at short shots and just aim at it at about 0.3 miles or 0.4 miles to get some juicy shots at 500 meters. So please keep that in mind. It's very easy to get your plane jammed on your guns and easy to lose your ammo quick. Alright, that will conclude this episode for Aviation tutorial on gun jamming, conserving your ammo, and target distancing. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content or for more videos. This is Alpha Gamer or Demon Ulysses, and thank you all very much for your time being here watching this video. Good talk, friend.